JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, man arrested after a gun found in fast food box. A man has been arrested and charged in connection with the seizure of a handgun which was found hidden in a fast food box on Umber Avenue in St. James on Saturday. 30-year-old Damar Morris of Rosyth in the parish was charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The police said a team of officers was on mobile patrol along Umber Avenue when they observed Morris along the roadway. Morris was reportedly acting in a manner that aroused the suspicion of the lawmen, who accosted and searched him. The incident occurred around 8:40 p.m. The police said a homemade handgun with 1 round of ammunition was found in a fast food box that he was carrying. Morris was later arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. Man arrested in connection with St. Anne killing. The police say 1 man has been arrested in connection with the stabbing death of 39-year-old Gawain White in St. Anne on Saturday. According to the police, White was walking on the road in his Standfast community in Brownstown when the accused attacked and stabbed him several times. White was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The incident happened around 9 p.m. The police said the accused was nabbed at the scene and is in police custody awaiting formal charges. Dogs maul 5-year-old St. Anne boy. A 5-year-old boy is battling for his life in the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital after being mauled by dogs in St. the Acre near Alexandria on Sunday. He has been identified as Michael Allen of a St. the Acre address in St. Anne. The St. Anne police, in confirming the incident, said the boy was sent to the shop by his grandmother, Lynette Brown, around 1:30 p.m. to purchase items. On his way home, Michael was attacked by a pack of dogs belonging to neighbors. The police reported that he was bitten on the head, legs, arms, and back. The 5-year-old was later transported to hospital by ambulance, where he was admitted in serious condition. Photos circulating on social media showed the little boy on the ground with his pants torn off, shirt soaked in blood, and the torn flesh on his arm and head, where he appeared to have been bitten more severely. Head of the St. Anne Police, Superintendent Carlos Russell, said that it was unclear who owned the dogs. Nobody can confirm who owns the dogs. I heard they are mongrels, Russell said. We have to continue investigations to see if we can find out if anybody knows who own these dogs, he added. The incident comes even as the government seems to enact the Dogs Liability for Attacks Act of 2020, which would make the owners of dogs criminally responsible for attacks. Under the act, it is proposed that owners of dogs that attack and injure persons could be fined from $500,000 up to $3 million or face imprisonment for periods ranging from 6 months to 15 years. The law would also shoulder dog owners with the responsibility of taking precautions to protect the public from their dogs. Late last month, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck faced pushback from some parliamentarians that the proposed law's treatment of the word attack was too sweeping, implicating even non-physical harm and threatened overreach. Falmouth men rescue 6-year-old from blaze. About 11 a.m. on Saturday, when Donette White and her family were in despair as a massive fire consumed their 3-bedroom board house at 32 Duke Street in Falmouth, Trelawney. Many of the onlookers had only one thing in mind: cash pot. The fire, the origin of which is not known, destroyed the house and its content. It even threatened the life of a 6-year-old girl, Zoel, who was pulled from the burning house by 2 residents, Kamar Richardson and Randy James. The mother was outside, a ball, my baby inside. Kamar jumped the fence and run through the fire and made it right behind him, said Randy James, who braved the fire to rescue Zoel. Donette is like a mother to me, so I know the house. I run down the side, went through the back and grabbed the little girl, James said. Richardson said that when he went into the house, he saw the little girl crying. "Me just grab her and give her to Randy, and we run out with her in the crowd," he said. As the fire raged, onlookers video recorded and they took pictures, while others spoke openly of their intentions to cash in on the big fire rake by buying the number 27 in cash pot. "At the first time I get so much money," said one man who claimed to have purchased number 27 for the 1 p.m. draw on Saturday. "A whole heap of man catch him," the Falmouth resident said. Frank Cole, an operator at a cash pot outlet in the town, said he's not surprised that persons saw the fire as an opportunity to try their luck. "Everything for them a rake. If them see two dogs and mate a rake, this big fire rake was good for them," Cole said. The big fire, however, was the worst thing to have happened to 53-year-old White, her 29-year-old son, his common-law wife, Danisha Gabardon, and their child, Zoel. "Around 11 o'clock, me hear a popping sound. By the time I look, the whole house just burst into flames. Neighbors wanted to help to put out the fire, but there was no water in the pipes. Nothing was saved, but no lives were lost," Donnet said. "Everything gone, including 4 puppies who were just 4 weeks old," Donnet said. "The fire was big and with no water, and a late arriving fire truck, there was nothing they could do. Many people buy cash pot. One of my friends asked somebody if he buy the 27 and buy number 2, one of the clues of which is small fire." The Trelawney Fire Department is investigating. COVID in Jamaica, 45 new cases in the last 24 hours. Jamaica recorded 45 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, bringing the total number of cases in the country to 9,929. The death toll remains at 231. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the newly reported cases include 22 males and 22 females, with ages ranging from 3 to 90 years. The gender of one of the cases is still under investigation. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 13, St. Catherine, 7, St. Mary, 6, St. James, 5, Westmoreland, 4, St. Thomas, 3, Portland, 2, Hanover, 2, Clarendon, 1, Trelawney, 1, and St. Elizabeth, 1. The country also recorded 82 patient recoveries. This brings the total number of recoveries to 5,330. Maypen Hospital says Dr. Ford's claim is wrong. A claim by popular Kingston physician Dr. Jephthah Ford that no attempt had been made by medical personnel to resuscitate a soldier before he died of a gunshot wound in September was yesterday rubbished by the Maypen Hospital senior medical officer Dr. Bradley Edwards. "My team is very concerned that after doing some of their best resuscitation work in terms of bringing the soldier back to life on 2 occasions, got him to a state where they could transfer him to the University Hospital of the West Indies, that there is this claim that there's no evidence of him having any resuscitation whatsoever, and they are very concerned that that is being said because they know exactly what they did and the effort that they put in to actually get this man off alive to the University Hospital," Dr. Edwards said. Ford had claimed that a post-mortem on the body of Private Renil King had suggested there was no effort made at the University Hospital to resuscitate the soldier. It seems an assumption of inevitable death was made because of the entry and exit head wounds, Ford alleged. King was part of a joint police-military team deployed to a location on September 24, 2020, in Milk River, Clarendon, on a narcotics operation, where 2,900 pounds of marijuana and a boat were seized. It was reported that while conducting a search, the team came under fire from gunmen, and during the firefight, King was shot and injured. At the time, the JDF reported that the joint team provided first aid to King before he was airlifted to the Maypen Hospital and subsequently to the University Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. However, Dr. Ford, who said he was asked by Private King's family for assistance, is challenging some aspects of the JDF's report. He said that after observing the post-mortem, which was conducted last Monday, he was satisfied that King was shot by a member of the JDF because the post-mortem found that the entry and exit wounds on King's body were consistent with that of an M4 rifle. However, Dr. Ford admitted that he had never seen an M4 wound in the field or in any of the hundreds of post-mortems he had done involving gunshot wounds. In relation to his resuscitation allegation, Dr. Ford said he and the attending doctor at the post-mortem scraped the dead soldier's arm to find evidence of the procedure. We literally rubbed off his arm to identify an IV trace that could prove they made an attempt to resuscitate him and save his life. We did not see any, and I'm writing the university hospital about that, which was negligent on their part. There was no puncture wound to show IV or blood infusion. Of all the extensive photographs we have, we do not see at any point where an attempt was made to resuscitate the soldier, Dr. Ford said. However, yesterday, Dr. Edwards said his colleagues at the Mapen Hospital did indeed administer intravenous fluid, IV, as they worked to save Private King's life. We spent a good while on him. He had a cardiac arrest on 2 occasions, and we brought him back on both occasions with IV fluids going, everything in place, Dr. Edwards explained. He would not have left Mapen Hospital alive had he not been resuscitated, so we cannot understand where that report would have come from. Jungle Gully Bridge in Portland closed. The National Works Agency, NWA, is reporting that the Jungle Gully Bridge along the Bound Brook to Jungle Gully Control section in Portland has been closed. The NWA says the closure is as a result of a hole that has occurred in the deck of the bridge and which makes it dangerous for both motorists and pedestrians. Manager of communication at the NWA, Stephen Shaw, says that the roadway along which the bridge is located is not a through road, but it serves several communities in the area. He says the bridge, which is approximately 3.5 meters in width, now only has a 2-meter section that is not affected by the failure, which makes it extremely dangerous for use. The NWA's Technical Services Department is scheduled to visit the location to assess the condition of the structure. In the meantime, the NWA is advising motorists not to attempt to use the bridge under any circumstance. Pedestrians also are being urged to exercise caution while using the bridge until the agency can properly assess its condition and provide further updates. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.